Hello and welcome to my channel, Compass Starlight. This is going to be a reading for the week ahead. I have the Mantegna Tarot, a deck of archetype cards. I have the Neon Rider Tarot, and I have for an oracle the Divine Feather Messenger. I also have the Visconti Tarot, which is a deck I use for clarification or confirmation on the reading. So, angels, archangels, guides, spirit guides, ancestors, divine spirit, please oversee this reading and bring to us the important messages that will serve us for our greatest and highest good as we move through the week ahead. How have you all been doing? How's everything going? It seems like there are people that are struggling and finding blockages, and how are you faring? Are you able to move around these blockages? Are you able to navigate? We have senses, or chronicle, card number 32. We have strength, forteza, card number 36. We have hope, speranza, card number 39. Chronicle is the archetype for pride. Don't let sensitivity blind reason. Don't take things so personally that you can't move forward. This particular archetype is well grounded in the material plane. It's also an angel with angel wings. We have the protagonist holding a small dragon eating its tail, which is suggestive of the Ouroboros, looking within, being introspective. Don't let sensitivity blind reason. Pride. Don't let your pride get in the way of asking for help, or even of helping others. We also have forteza, strength, card number 36. This is the archetype for energy. Act quickly and decisively. Again, don't let pride get in the way. You see the lion in the background of the strength card here. A lion is known for its pride, right? Don't let pride get in the way. Do what you need to do. Act quickly and decisively. And then we have hope, card number 39. Omens. Follow a sublime idea until it is realized. This is to say there are possibly things that are coming to you in your sleep, dreams that may be bringing messages to you. Omens, information that may be coming to you in various ways. It could be something you read on a billboard. It could be something that comes to you in a dream. It could be animal activity that inspires a lesson of some sort to you. This protagonist here in the hope card does have an eagle at her feet. It is a white eagle, and it has a nest. This is at a point of birthing something new. We can have the hope to see something through, a new idea, perhaps an idea that comes to you in your dreams. Again, that card, chronicle or senses, card number 32, pride. Don't let sensitivity blind reason. And with strength, act quickly and decisively. We have hope here, saying follow a sublime idea until it is realized. See things as omens. What kind of messages can you pick up on from the energy you're seeing around you? The animals in the northern hemisphere are coming out of hibernation in springtime and getting ready to procreate, birth something new. So if this isn't an actual life, this could be an idea that is coming to you. Actually, that card was there for a reason. I don't know why I spaced that out. We have the Fool, the Devil, the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Hermit. What of these cards? Okay. There's something holding you back from taking a leap of faith into something new. Act quickly and decisively. This blockage is probably your own self-imposition. You're imposing something. Your own fears are getting the better of you. I learned something yesterday. It was called learned helplessness. It was demonstrated in a reel, and I thought it was very interesting. Learned helplessness. It's a real thing, and it's like a form of trauma, and how do you get over it? It's really interesting. Basically, that feeling like you can't do something. So the example was a teacher had set up some words for kids to find alternate words, or the acronyms, maybe. I don't know if that's the right term. Half the class didn't have words that could be rearranged into other words, and the other kids did, the first two words. So by the time they got to the third word, which was the same for both portions of the class, the kids that failed with the exercise on 1 and 2 failed on 3 because they were already feeling defeated, like they couldn't do it, like they were stupid, they were frustrated. And it just, that experience of failing on 1 and 2 made them feel like they were failures, that they could not do something after that. It's possible that in your own life circumstances, perhaps in your childhood, you had similar experiences where you were either told that you couldn't do something, or you were shown how you fail. And so what is this? This is like trying to do something and it not working out, trying again and it's still not working out. It could be a different thing altogether, but it's basically when you invest in something and it doesn't work out, and you invest in something at another point in time and that doesn't work out, it's easy to think that the next time you invest in something, it's not going to work out. And it's really hard to change that mindset. But that is devil energy at work. Devil energy is also addictions, obsessions, that kind of thing. But in this reading, I do believe it's a type of thinking. Overthinking. Again, the Strength card says, act quickly and decisively. Take action. Take a leap of faith. There are things for you. Have faith that you can, with hope, bring an idea to fruition. There is something here for you that will be emotionally fulfilling, and you may be receiving some kind of message coming to you that says, hey, here's an opportunity for you that could be fulfilling. If you don't stand in your own way, you gotta block out that devil energy. We have the King of Swords here bringing forth clarity, information, with the Three of Swords and the Hermit. Yes, these two cards are very much tied together. We have the Hermit here shining his lantern on the broken heart, the Three of Swords. Yes, this card can represent third party and cheating, but in this particular reading, we have the Hermit, somebody who's gone inside, done the introspection, as we see with the Ouroboros here in the card, senses. Pride. Don't let sensitivity blind reason. And the Hermit here has gone, taken a deep look at reason. He's not blind. He has the light, and he's shining it on this Three of Swords, this feeling of being broken-hearted, that all hope is lost, that there's nothing good to come, which is inaccurate. This is, again, that blockage of the devil energy, saying, oh, you've had this heartbreaking experience in the past. This didn't work out for you. That didn't work out for you. It's not going to work out for you again, and it never will. The Hermit has taken a deep look. His logic, with the clarity of the King of Swords here, says this isn't true. That was one experience. Maybe it was two experiences. It doesn't have to be every experience. We'll get some clarifying cards on that, but let's take a look at Nuthatch, Ostrich, and Pelican from the Divine Feather Messenger here. The Nuthatch says, stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. This is clarity, the ability to see, the new perspective, the new knowledge. Nuthatch is a small bird with interesting and unique qualities. When he flies, he is up among the treetops. When he walks along the branches and trunks, he does so in a zigzag motion with his head facing downward. The nuthatch gets its name from its habit of storing seeds and nuts in small places for later use. This practical quality urges us to take stock and plan ahead accordingly. The white chest of the nuthatch symbolizes the purity of heart. This tiny songbird encourages you to have faith in yourself and your higher wisdom. Now, I'll give you a little secret. I did this reading before. I laid out all the cards and so on and so forth, only to discover that my video wasn't actually recording. I think I must have forgotten to hit the record button, which was very unfortunate. But we did have a few cards with the archetypes here that were indicating the notion of the upper heavens. That was one of the cards. The trust in the celestial movement, the trust in the heavenly influence, sort of let go and let God and trust in that. This tiny songbird encourages you to have faith in yourself and your higher wisdom. Higher wisdom, that was the other one. Yep, higher wisdom. Ouroboros and the hermit here. He has the higher wisdom. He can overcome the devil. So this divine messenger urges you to soar as high as you dare. Just be prepared to bring all of that energy, inspiration, and insight back down to earth. Again, see it through to fruition. All of the knowledge sought should be put into practical action. Have faith in your ability to do this. Nuthatch Messenger also inspires us to take a different view, turning away from our usual way of doing things. Bringing a fresh outlook onto an old situation, or simply seeing the world from the top down can be a welcome change. The hermit, he climbs the mountain to go within, and then he leaves the mountain and shares the information he gets from the introspection down upon all the land and upon his path on the journey. Your willingness to adapt is key in this process. Take the turn now and uncover the gifts and understanding that await you. The energies associated with this card: grounding, faith, new perspectives. It's associated with the season of summer, the elements of earth and air, and the colors black, blue, white, gray, and brown. And then we have ostrich. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. That's the Fool's energy. Wanting to take that leap of faith and with strength. Now's the time to act quickly and decisively. While he cannot fly, the ostrich is a creature of great strength and speed. This exotic bird, with his head held high, is seen as symbolizing higher knowledge and intuition. At the same time, he embodies grounding and a tangible connection to the earth. In mythology, the great Egyptian goddess Mat uses her feather of truth, the ostrich feather, to weigh the hearts of those passing at the end of life. If the heart is pure and good, the heart is sent with the soul to the upper world. If the heart is dark and impure, it is swallowed and dissolved. In this way, the feather of Mat represents justice served based on right action and choice. While we seek higher knowledge, we should choose to use it in a practical and grounded way. Ostrich Messenger invites you to reflect on your personal journey now. Have you been on an endless search for knowledge, teaching, and wisdom? Maybe you have not yet begun. In either case, this divine messenger urges you to begin to move ideas and energy out of the mental realm and start applying this information in a practical way. Using new knowledge is the way to move forward in life. Always remember to reflect on the truth of what you are walking in the world. Choose to lower your head occasionally like ostrich, but not bury it, but to look deeply inward as the hermit. Honor what is true and just in your own heart. The energies associated with the ostrich are grounding, truth, and choice. The season is all year round, the element earth, colors black, white, gray, and brown, and the affirmation says, truth guides my journey forward. I am fully grounded in this way. This is definitely connected with the hermit. I'm not sure I read the nuthatch's affirmation. The affirmation for nuthatches: with unwavering faith, I allow a new viewpoint to emerge. Yes. Again, the new viewpoint. There's illumination, light being shed on the wisdom we've learned. Finally, we have pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. Now that can be easier said than done. Again, moving away from this heartbreak of the past, of past experiences, past failures, of the chains that bind from the devil, whether they be addictions, obsessions, or just negative thinking patterns that we are so comfortable with. We live from these places of I can't. You can, and you can forgive yourself for the formation of those experiences and those thoughts. Raise your vibration, change your mindset. Again, easier said than done, but it is possible to retrain your thinking to a more positive outlook. The pelican is a water bird with an unmistakable pouch and bill. The bird is quite light and buoyant in spite of its size, and is a symbol of lightness on the water. This imagery calls our attention to our own ability to rise above the heaviness of life. The water is a symbol of emotions, and pelican teaches us not to become overwhelmed by them. Most importantly, pelican dives deep into the watery world of emotion and rises back up, urging us to do the same. You can go take a little sip of the emotional cup here, but come back with the sword of truth. The action of moving through the emotional world calls for selflessness and forgiveness. The weight of grudges, resentment, and guilt can pull us down below the surface, as these things are associated with the devil energy. Pelican Messenger is here to share the power of forgiveness. Now is the time to take a look around your life and see what and who needs forgiveness and release. By attaching ourselves with these chains to old pain, judgment, and resentments, we cannot move forward. Forgiveness does not mean giving approval to others' behaviors or actions. The power of forgiveness is simply a gift to ourselves that allows us to let go of the past and feel lighter in the present, to get rid of those chains. To forgive others can sometimes be easier than forgiving ourselves, so show yourself the grace of forgiveness. Let go of the weight of old guilt, forgive, and rise above the surface of your life. The energies associated with pelican are forgiveness, selflessness, emotions. It's associated with the seasons of spring, summer, and fall, the elements water and air, the colors brown and white, and the affirmation says, I forgive everything and everyone, especially myself. And if you need a little motivation or assistance with forgiveness, try looking up the Ho'oponopono prayer. It's available anywhere and everywhere, but really you can find it on YouTube. There are some great recordings. Some of them just go on for hours repeating the same thing, but it is about admitting to ourselves who we are and acknowledging the other, and how just by existing we hurt people, our ancestors have hurt people, and in order to address that, it is a prayer for forgiveness, that it's not our intention, it is part of human nature, and that with love the intention of the forgiveness is for healing. It's really beautiful. Look it up. Sometimes I mention it in my readings, and I say that I'll put the link down below. I might. Let me take a look. Alright, let's see what we have here. Really? What further messages do we have in this reading, please? For the messages we have the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins is like it's feeling of being left out in the cold, hardship, not having everything we need, maybe having too much pride to ask for it. What do we need? Right? This is traditionally a card being left out by the church. Is it by choice? Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It is grounded in the material plane. So this may be you feeling like you are going without, you are struggling financially, maybe food scarcity, just not really having the resources that you need at this time. There is a solution to that, however. We do have the Ace of Pentacles here. This is a divine opportunity being handed to us. You have the Fool here ready to take a leap of faith, but he has to get over this blockage of the devil, the things we're tied to, including our mindsets. There is an offer here that can be emotionally fulfilling. It can potentially lead to the Ten of Cups, apparently. But we have to be willing to take a leap of faith to get there. We also have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card about working together, teamwork, building something. Investment. Building on investment. I said teamwork. This is building the strong foundation, foundational elements. We have the Seven of Swords. That's not so great. Maybe you don't have all the information as somebody is being deceitful by not sharing it, or on the other hand, perhaps it's you who's being quote unquote deceitful by keeping your plans secret. Do you have these secret plans? Do you have opportunities in your back pocket that you're not really telling anybody about? We have the Emperor here. Now, the Emperor is the king of all kings. He is grounded. He can sometimes be a little bit direct, curt, right? And perhaps a little standoffish in his assertiveness. He's not frivolous. Yep. And don't be frivolous with your pentacles. We have the Three of Cups here. This is a card of celebration, coming together, emotional fulfillment. I'm not looking at this like any specific kind of reading, not a relationship reading. Although I suppose it could be. I'm not really looking at this in the terms of work, although again, it could be. We're looking at being in a position where we're facing challenges, and really the challenge stems from within, based on experiences we've had in the past. We have opportunities, and we do feel this sense of loss, this sense of struggle. There's something changing right now, and it's very uncomfortable, right? You can shed light on how to get over it by being the Hermit, doing some introspection. You have inspiration with the Fool, with the Ace of Coins here, with hope. There is an idea, there's a notion. It can carry you forward. It can be emotionally fulfilling. But you have to take the leap of faith. You have to act quickly and decisively. And let's again take a look. Stay grounded. Welcome the new perspective. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. What are you being called to do? Is it something that's coming up in your dreams? Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So you need to get out of that feeling of things aren't working, they're not going to work. Change your mind. Recognize where that comes from. Shed light on where inside of you that comes from. That feeling of, I can't, it won't work. Because that's just going to leave you out here in the cold with the Five of Pentacles and tied and bound to the devil. You need to maybe get outside for a walk. You need to change your perspective. Spend some time in nature to get clarity here. Illumination on why you think the way you do, and to change your thinking. Take a leap of faith and have faith and hope. See dreams to fruition. That's the message for the week ahead. Thank you so much for coming to Compass Starlight. I hope you have a good week.